Something terrifying just happened in America's financial heart, a 30-year Treasury bond auction. The kind that's supposed to show global trust in America collapsed in full view.
One of the bigger risks for the stock market is, frankly, the bond market itself.
We've seen a pretty big sell-off in Japanese government bonds overnight.
Washington is in big trouble.
This is unbelievable. We are cooked. For the second day, maybe third day, depends on time zones, there has been zero bids in the bond market. And both 30 and 40 years, record high since forever. Also, hey, Jerome, you may want to consider raising rates. Because as you know, the Fed follows the two. And that's in Japan. Now, America, if you wanted to know, why so market go bad? Well, that's because of our bond market also, which is about this much bigger than the stock market. And because size matters, well, my wife says it doesn't matter. Here's the stock market, here's the bond market. Since we are on the topic of things that do not exist, currency option traders now have the most bearish. That means really bad. 12-month outlook, that is 1 year for you LA Unified kids, on the US dollar in history. Bravo, once again, I don't know, how does that affect me? I don't care. I don't care about the dollar. I don't care about the stock market. Do you care about a recession? Conference board has fallen. Look, this was vid. This is the lockdowns. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. The saran wrap over my face. This is you now. This is the lowest level over 11 years. And by the looks of it, it's not cooling down. This party just got us started. As you can see by the drawdown in the red area, this is the worst and soon to be the worstest since the Great Recession or the Great Financial Crisis, which, hey, is it now? Remember months ago when I told you what was going to happen, how we came up, retested the 200, got rejected, we all put in a swing trade, and I said, it's good luck on that yellow line. For those of you that are new, each one of these little dots are a day, also known as candles. Also know I need to film that in my course today, and we gapped, and I said, we'll come down and we're gonna come back down. But it went purple, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average, going all the way back to the Great Depression, got purple, and I'm like, well, that's it. And then all the trolls on the channel were like, oh, you said it was gonna stop there. I'm like, Brad, this is it. My financial advisor says I need to go all in. And the amount of heat that I had to take on this channel, see the fire? That's the heat. And then I was like, everyone's like, oh, you're just like Jim Cramer. Was that the 16th? See the bald head? And then we had a weekend. And then 17th, 19th, 20, and you're like, you said it was gonna go down. Well, kids, here you is, and you are under the 200-day moving average and under the Bravo 9. But here's something crazy. This morning, I actually took out a long on the NASDAQ. Well, more specifically, I took out 6 contracts, which went up in value. Here, I'll move it. I took a screenshot while I'm driving. I know I should. $1,921.50. That would be in options, and if you don't know how to do that, I have a course on it. And a watch list that has really good numbers. Also, I ran a 24-hour day sale, and everyone's like, wait, you did? And I stopped it yesterday, and you have asked. Please, Bravo, give me 1 more hour. So there you go. You got 1 more hour. 99, my options course. If you're new, do not take that course. Do my 1 million course. I'll teach you how to do everything from start to finish. Even has AI. The most recent one that we ran in crypto, the last 2 days, I just asked my developer, I said, what are we up? And I said, send me a screenshot, and it's 76% now. And that's a bot with AI. That course is $299, and I film a new video every day. Now back to Jerome Powell, and we're all going to die. The bond market. I am dead serious. They have to raise rates. Because there is a thing called inflation expectations and growth. Or people will say growth and inflation expectations. See, what moves the bond market is not supply and demand. Crazy, I know. I don't want to get into it. You can go talk to Yoda over at Eurodollar University or Stephen Van Meter, but I keep it very simple. But the reason why rates are going up is everyone thinks inflation. I say you get 1 more crack at it and then enjoy the Great Depression, which the middle class is currently witnessing. You just need to bring the whole 1% with them, because this tsunami or tidal wave of Great Depression is coming. And if you want to know the full brunt of it, we're in May, right? Walmart CEO. Oh, look, those digits are going down over there. Walmart CEO came out and said June. We'll let you listen to him for 3 seconds, but it's CEO speak. We promise to always have low prices. That's our motto.
But when you look at the magnitude of some of the cost increases on certain categories of items that are imported, it's more than what retailers can bear, it's more than what suppliers can bear, and so we'll work hard to try to keep prices low, but it's unavoidable that you're going to see some prices go up on certain items. And so we'll work to try to keep that as low as we can.
I don't think they're going to be able to keep prices down. It's just not possible. I know the orange guy was like, hey, you guys need to eat some of this, but it all is coming full circle. And again, like what I said at the very beginning, if you're wondering why stocks just all of a sudden just went down at once, the bond market. And as this article says, horrible bond auction in the United States of America for the 20-year treasury. And I say at least there was bids. Japan, none. And we just speak for a second about a liquidity crisis when you have no one on the other side. That would be like the stock market. Anyone want to buy? No, lower. How about now? Nope, lower, lower, lower. Because there is no bidders, it caused the 20-year bond yield to surge to 5.1%. We're supposed to be, our debt, that 50 quadrillion zillion dollars is being refinanced now. This is at a time where President Trump is bringing South African president into the Oval Office, trolling him. But I'm like, bro, you got a bigger fit. I mean, this is horrible. What they are doing in South Africa, and none of these guys, all these cats were like turning the other way. They're like, oh, look at that mirror. By the way, that's a secret door right there. I don't know if you wanted to keep that on. So that's where it's at. Notice the cameraman's like, oh, secret door, pan forward. This dude is like, death to all the white dudes. So let me just rewind with that. Look at the door, the mirror. Man, if this video gets shelved, it's going to get shelved. That's it. That does not exist. There is nothing to see here. I wish I shouldn't have showed that. I actually did show that video about a month ago, and YouTube said, I'm sorry, you're going to jail. So I guess if I just put font on the screen, they won't catch me. But CNN is saying that the videos of South African, see, now we're on the other side. I'm like, this really didn't happen. South African leaders saying, the farmers doesn't literally mean, the farmers. So for some reason, you're like, you know what? I get my news from CNN. Please don't. It is all propaganda. It is all a lie. They're against you. They don't want you to live. But for me, I want you to survive and thrive. Also, can you hit subscribe? Did that rhyme? I come here with the truth, and I get heat because this is like, oh, you're talking bad about the orange man. You're just like CNN. I'm just telling you the truth. This has never happened before outside of a recession. Kids, we're in a recession. Middle class is in a depression when you have 70% of Americans expecting higher unemployment over the next 12 months. This is the highest since the great financial crisis, and then soon to be within it and then above it. So when you catch me saying negative things about the orange guy, I don't have an agenda. The only agenda, I have two. Start businesses, trade equities. Get you to the 1% as fast as possible. When I tell you things like negative GDP, oh my gosh, that's one. Then we're going to have two, and I know you're so negative. And I also don't trade this way. I don't trade, oh, we're in a recession. Stock market could go up for the very first time in a recession. I'm in. This should be the easiest money you have ever made in your entire life. Do you see how that came on a year ago? Markets go down and you click the short button. Guess what came on 2 days ago? You see, you make money going up when that comes on, and did we just make our accounts go boom. Just in case you want to know how accurate is your indicators? Well, let's see how close we called the top. Yeah, I'm going to say, let me move this down a little bit. I'm going to go, that was pretty much the top. And do you notice what happens after the purple ends? It's like a rubber band being pulled up. It's like it can't go any higher. When if for some reason you're like, but I'm scared, Bravo, I don't know. What if it reverses? You close your position. But there is such a monumental tidal wave, tsunami of smart money, hedge funds, that they didn't catch this last one. They are going all in. And as this article says, hedge funds are massively shorting the record NASDAQ rebound. They weren't like us and made money up. Boy, they are going to recoup all of their losses for all those people that they work for. They probably feel real stupid about now. And this is such a no-brainer move. Take out one contract and try it. Also, this one, I give you the bear market. market go down. Why would you allow all these hedge funds to make all this money and asset managers? Be your own manager of your asset. I'll get to asset managers in just a second. 360 with a lot of commas. Asset manager says U.S. government bonds no longer working as a hedge against risky assets. This again is frightening, and we watched it with the carry trade. I didn't know. People were like, what controls the bond market? I'm like, well, inflation expectations and hedge funds. We moved it almost 0.5%. Most people were like, it's the Fed that controls rates. No, they don't. They control the overnight lending rates that banks use. That is a moot point. Hey kids, this could be your double black swan sandwich. And I swear if you miss this, I'm going to get on a plane, go to your house. I'm going to go right in. You always leave the key under the mat. I'm going to go up to your computer and I'm going to start pushing buttons. As hedge funds are shorting stocks again, boosting leverage. See, they're using leverage like I just showed you. That's how I was able to make $2,000 in a morning. You just need to know what you are doing. Because if you were like these guys, Americans, credit card debt was seriously delinquent in 2025, the highest in 14 years. They're using debt the wrong way. If you see a tidal wave and it's like a 99.9%, ride it. These cats are actually using 25 billion. So if you want to know why you should short this market, I can give you 25 billion reasons why. But my number 2 reason, I'll get to one in just a second. My number 2 reason is this. It is the debt market. Quote, hell to pay. This is what America's debt doomsday looks like. And let me just explain it using this image. Okay, the black area is the debt. The white dot on your screen is the solution to pay it back. And if you're like, I don't see it. Yeah, neither do I. So I'm pretty sure once Japan figures out how to fix this, it'll all be solved. When I did mention number 1, the 2, the 1 is the charts. The 2 is the debt, and understanding the Japanese bond market crisis made it very simple for you, just in case you're, I don't know, above the age of 2. See, you got record yield levels. And look at the bunny. There is no bids. That means no one wants their bonds. So what do you have to do over there? See that 3%, 4%? Bump it to 20%. Oh, you can have my money. Not just that, the Bank of Japan is doing nothing over there. Look at that. Look at that face. And they own 52%. At the same time, weaker yen, inflation. Hey, does that look the same? No matter where we look in this economy, it is horrific. Look at Target. Look at why stock go down today. Well, it's a thing called sales. You also have that thing, growth and inflation expectation. They ain't no growth. They're going this way. This at the same time, hey, look, layoffs. Those are always lagging. See, first you see it as we cut your hours and then we're not hiring and this and that. And then it hits May 25 hiring volume down 88%. This is JP Morgan. Staff roles negative 87%. So much for interns. I said, what are these snowflakes going to do as student loan delinquencies spike? Borrowers risk potential spillover with other late payments. All of that stuff on their credit card. Well, they're not. That's gone. Oh, stocks making the after hours. That would be the futures market. No sale on that one. But again, pick up the 299. That is where you start, and then you trade contracts. Then later you can get the futures. But with that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.